Brandon Gordon. National Football League is it up. Seen a few moments ago. Here it is. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready. Carolina Panthers. About storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks.
Time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has, the team's not going to benefit at all.
Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports.
Free kick out of bounds, kicking team.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Automatic first down.
That's it. 188. Yo, 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 yo. Yo, great game.
Now a first down throw for Newton. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he's able to bat it away.
So on fourth down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general.
What I enjoyed this week is that you asked to talk to his offensive center before the game and find out a little bit more about him and what the relationship is. And that was a pretty positive story, wasn't it?
Yeah, and really what I took away from that is just how it has permeated throughout the entire offensive line, the relationship they've had. It's really a group that's in sync.
They care about him. That's the thing. They really care. And when you care that much, you're going to play that much harder for him and give him a better chance to lead the team to wins.
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's second down. And a peek now at the offense for Tampa Bay.
So let's all work together on this one because it's natural to just watch the football I want all of us to watch the center of this offensive line, the center and the two guards. They've got to be able to control the point of attack, and they didn't do such a good job on that last play. Plenty of opportunities to redeem themselves. They'll have to take advantage of that and start to make progress.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot.
He'll look to throw. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Philip Dorsett, 78 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the play.
And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he gets in. When no one was expecting a fake there, but they add two more onto their lead. And that's something you almost never see nowadays. When you fake it, you're at the 15-yard line on a PAT as opposed to just going for it from the 2.
I'm sorry. I know they got it, and congratulations to them, but it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk-reward is really off the charts. Not in your favor. Run your offense out there. Put it on the 2-yard line if you want to go for 2. But I'll be darned. They ended up getting that one, didn't they?
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
I got you. I got you.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5. After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. From the gun, here's Newton. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 7 carries, 128 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, they set a nice tone in week 1. He's among the leading rushers in the league. I think that they continue to feed him the football and continue to establish the running game so they can get to play action and throw the ball deep later on.
And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler, and he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Oh, he's thinking end zone for Evans. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucks. Down on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. They scored the most points of anyone on opening weekend, and now first quarter touchdown here.
And while there's no guarantee that all the points they score in opening weekend are going to hold up and be the average all year long, they're certainly starting to set that type of a pace. And what you do with that is you put in the heads of all of your opponents, we've got to really be ready on defense because these guys know how to put the ball in the end zone.
You think they can keep piling on the points like this?
I think they can if they're prepared to adjust and adapt because they won't see the same defenses week in and week out.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On 2nd and 7, Newton. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. They'll run it with Scarlett. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And bulldozing his way through. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
Gators. Let's go defense. Let's go defense. Who we got? 41 right. 2.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And some room to work. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Second and 4. Steps away to his left. There goes a deep ball, end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Quick hands that time to knock that one away. It sure looked like a short touchdown, but able to get a good break on the football and force the incompletion.
Now back to throw. Airing this one out. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. The CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one. When he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They will start the drive with Scarlett. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. A loss of 2 there, second down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Newton throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and it's 3rd down.
They always say that real estate is about location. Well, guess what? When it's a slant route, the quick ones, timing. Got to be able to lead your man with the football.
And the timing off right there, threw it behind him. The Panthers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Now a shotgun handoff to Scarlett, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for Carolina. And he's able to get it out of there. And he'll take it on this side of midfield. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And he's looked pretty good. Does have the one interception, but 2 touchdown passes so far. Your analysis?
They'll take the offset. When you're talking about throwing 2 touchdown passes, no one wants to see an interception thrown, but those things happen in the course of a ball game and over the course of a season. But throwing 2 touchdown passes, that's why the team has an advantage. That's what they're looking for more of.
He'll be hoping to make it a 3-to-1 ratio here in the second quarter. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's thinking end zone for Evans. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Bucs on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw here. Buying time to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards. But one thing's for sure, they're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing, change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees and make him just a little bit more hesitant.
You go! You go!
Here's a 2nd and 7. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So that one will be accepted.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. This is Scarlett on the carry. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9. Newton, this one complete to Curtis Samuel.
Complete to Curtis Samuel. That's a gain of 6.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 40. Throwing is Newton. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing again. Newton. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Newton throwing again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a 2nd one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
Brandon, never quite sure what the side judge or the field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, He says it passed over the 1-yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline? Told him to stop right there at the 1.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, what's the plan of attack here? Very late second quarter, and look where the ball is.
Yeah, a bad spot for you. But the defense has all 3 timeouts. So what you're telling your team is ball security number 1. It's not all on the running backs if you decide to run the football. That offensive line has got to protect them. And
weaving through traffic, and now he's free. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin taking it goal line to goal line, 100 yards, as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he...
And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They've got this big lead. They said, forget 1, we want 2. Instead, they got 0.
Unbelievable that they even attempt it from the 15-yard line. What are they thinking? I do know this. When you fake one in this situation with that type of a lead, especially from the 15-yard line.
Free kick out of bounds.
Oh, boy.
Kicking team.
I tell you what, meeting them again somewhere down the line, they'll remember this. Yeah, they'll think that they were trying to clown them a little bit.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. The throw once more on 2nd and 10. Newton, Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a attack. They'll play it safe with a run, and they will get to him behind the line, but the clock continues to tick down. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started up at FedEx Field in our nation's capital, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Ben Roethlisberger, 2 touchdown passes as his guys make amends for the setback in Week 1. Next, we head north to Philly to check on the Eagles at home at Lincoln Financial Field. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Minnesota Vikings. Carson Wentz, 2 touchdown passes as his guys make amends for the setback in Week 1. And finally, on Monday Night Football, should be a good one there between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Mike Evans and the rest of the offensive unit heading back out there now. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people that big games as well.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Hey, rock it.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
Just like that. Hey, Echo. Look, squeeze. Check three. On the ball.
Second and 1. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year, as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And applause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead.
Partner, they're up big. They're snapping the ball from the 15 for a regular PAT. Yet they fake it and get it. Is the kicker's leg tired? What's going on here?
I don't know, but defensively, now with this deficit, now you add 2 more onto that. They fake the PAT. That stings a little.
It definitely stings, and I know the guys that I played for, they wouldn't be as mad at the opposition as they would have been at us for allowing that to happen.
Let go.
Automatic first down.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 44. Out of the gun, Newton. And this is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner. And with good timing, you get a completion, as we just saw there.
Set, 180. I'm coming for you, son.
Now Newton on first down. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. On this play, he just made a great route. The quarterback had to deliver it, sure, but a great route run there.
And, Brandon, this is what the best receivers do. They work on their route running because it's one thing to have Have athletic ability, but to really get open, you have to set up defensive backs with different routes and be precise in your cuts.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down now to 22. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And some space here. The 40. The 20. 10. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. He goes 102 yards from one end zone to the other as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, and if you do, you're taking on some responsibility, but he was happy to do so there.
Duplicate what they just saw.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And the kick goes outside the white lines. That's why the flag comes out.
Yes, and that was an error by the kicker, and it will give the offense great starting field position.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
3rd and long. It's Newton. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this was just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the road
true.
to be fairly clear
by the
time we have to leave the booth.
They'll look to throw. Now he's going to let it go deep, back over the middle. And this is taken in at the 5. And he's going to get into the end zone. So the fake spike works, and they score. O.J. Howard, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Even though he was forced from the pocket, still able to adjust, make the long throw, and it ends with a really big touchdown.
Yeah, moving to his left. The key to everything when they're moving outside of the pocket, doesn't matter which side, making sure those shoulders get around and you get back square so you can get everything on the throw and create the big play we just saw there downfield.
Oh, this is blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Well, times have definitely changed on the PAT, on the extra point, haven't they? A lot more effort goes into this play from both sides.
Yeah, because let's face it, a lot of time on extra points, the effort is not what it is when you're trying to block a field goal.
No doubt about it. And before, when the ball was snapped on the 2-yard line, it was really a virtual chip shot. Now everyone believes they can get to it and knock it away, and we know how crucial every point is. So the defensive guys, they spend a lot more time trying to get that done, which means there's more pressure on the offensive guys trying to kick it.
It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll be a second down. And that catch number 100 for his young career. And remember, only in his second season, the future bright. Now Scarlett. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Newton to throw. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So here are the Bucs to take over on offense. They've got the lead right now as they start this drive 1st and 10. Of course, remember they beat the Saints a week ago, so some good momentum rolling right now.
Go. You ain't going nowhere. Check your hot read.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay. They'll look to throw here on first down. Airing this one out for Evans. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Now he'll let this one go. Deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll drop the throw. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
And partner,
and look at this, it's a fake. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. On the handoff, it's Scarlett. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From the 38, Newton. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They turn to Scarlett again, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to face a third down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
Give them a couple on the run as it Brings up a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football. They just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score. For a quick second there, I thought we were about to have a repeat performance of a kickoff return for a touchdown. This guy's on fire today.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts, and in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. That's always puzzled me a little bit.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Bucks on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Check. Check 52. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. 5.
They'll set up a throw. Escaping the pressure right. He wants it all for the end zone. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling, but inside is thinking 24-hour rule. To feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
And can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Big mistake here by the kicker, kicking it out of bounds.
The one that drives coaches crazy. Keep it in the field of play and let your guys cover.
On 1st down, it's Newton. And his throw is incomplete. The intended receiver there, Ian Thomas. And that'll bring up 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. To throw again. Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Newton now to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. And the screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. This is taken around the 12. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
Hey, Haywood! Flipper! Shoot!
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. That one good for 33 and a 1st. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he fires one incomplete. The tight end, Cameron Brate, was the target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
61, matchbox lights. Topper!
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Ready?
Back to throw here. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The free safety, Trey Boston, there to knock it away. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that? Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Here's Newton. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff... takes a peek. We'll take a break.
Ready? Back to the 3.
54. Check the outs. Check the outs. Check the outs.
Newton on 1st down. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Levante David, his 2nd sack of the night.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now Newton, and that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Greg Olsen was the intended target, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Newton now to throw. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So So for the Buccaneers, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Lambeau to take on the Packers. Meanwhile, for Carolina, they'll fall to 1-1, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.
S-T-R-O. Yeah. How many of y'all came to win? Oh, they asking my name, huh? You ready? S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you. Yeah. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. Yeah. I can't spend the day with you. I'm on my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support ride. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winter side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. Beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I didn't grab the few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on.
Guys, we all watched the film from yesterday, and I hope everyone knows it wasn't good enough. Today's practice has got to be great. You want to win a ball game, take advantage of your practice reps, because Sunday's going to be here before you know it.
Here we go! 18 Gator.
Now what I do? Lace up the
Here we go, set. 15 Lonnie. 15 Lonnie. Leaf River! Leaf River! Ready? 60 or puck, go!
Big numbers. Big numbers.
On the double. Say go!
100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers. Big numbers. Got it, that's a big number.
Come on, set! 30 big, now!
Foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is jet.
On the ready.
I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad, be fast, go. If you wanna go, let's go. We ain't going nowhere. I just wanna see Modesto. Hit your thought, I'm a cash though. Mexican, dumb me pesos. Hit your sus on the play stores. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more.
Got it.
Numbers on the board, like them keep a score. Hey,
2
cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, like pointed car.
Big numbers. Big numbers. 100-minute bag,
Here
that's
we go,
a
here we
big
go!
number.
70
Big
Indy!
numbers.
Hit it!
Big numbers. Whole team got it, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got
Down!
it hot.
8 tonight!
Can't ball like this, man, Lord. Pass the big skin, dead scans, I'm talking to you. 1,000 yards, you just on your 5th grade.
Let's go! 10-2 stop! Ready, ready?
Hey, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no 6s, don't count on them. Hey, she want it like me, cause I like she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit on my ass, she like, girl, you can count on him. Hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board like
18 games, Lee Griffin, Lee Griffin.
Big numbers, 100-minute
On the
bag,
set.
that's a big
Let's go.
number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers,
Set.
100-minute
Go.
bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts.
All right. Small steps in the right direction. That's what we've been talking about. And you know what? Today you took a lot of those small steps. I'm proud of you. Keep it up.
Yeah. Honey, I dash. Got it on. They will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I'm cocky. I do my dance. Jump in the stands. No man, man. Oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. Honey, y'all dash. 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 Yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle this. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. They will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I'm cocky. I do my dance. Jump in the stands. No man, man. Oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. Honey, y'all dash. 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 They slept on the team that they owe me. I need it.